Hello friends, today we are going to have a quick look of Microsoft RPA tool Power Automate Desktop. Let's open the application and log into it. So here I have already logged in. Take a new flow. Learn quick look. So it will open a flow designer. So here we have many areas. On the left hand side we have action pane. It contains hundreds of actions covering a wide range of our automation requirement. For example, we have here basic actions related to variables, making conditions access like if else, loops, wait, and many others. Also we have actions related to related to Excels. We have a lots of the actions here. See, similarly we have different actions for web based automations, UI based automations, for files folder, Outlook, Exchange, emails, etc. Also here we can see for the PDF. Now at the center here, this is our workplace where we will design our various flows, main flows, see this, also the subflows. In order to make this subflows, just click on the subflows. Here just add button, put the name subflow underscore 1, save. So it will allow, see, this is the main and this is the subflow 1. On the right hand side we have the panes for variables. See, this is for the variables. All the variables related to the flow we can see in the flow variables, and all the variables which we need to pass to these subflows or main workflow, and we need to pass any particular variables or get out return any variable value that will be shown here in input output variables. We can think of them as the arguments which we need to pass to the particular function. Here we have the UI elements. So here whenever we are going to work with web based and desktop based applications, we need to capture the UI elements. So here in this place, firstly we need to capture all the UI elements that we require, and then we can use them in the actions in our workplace. Now in our workspace, so here we have the images. Similarly, this is the area where we will capture all the images and need to use in the actions that are going to work with respect to the images. Now we have the menu bar. So on the menu bar we have different options. For example, in the debug mode, when we are going to design the subflows and the main workflow, inside the debug we can have the debugging functionality. Inside the tools we have the desktop recorder, web recorder. Also we have the same thing here, web recorder and desktop recorder. Inside the tools we can also as in order to work with different browser apart from Internet Explorer, we need browser extension. From here we can enable these browser extensions. Now we have two more things here, search actions. In the search box, for example, we need to work with files. So enter the files. So here it has filtered out all the actions on which we can work for file like this. If file exists, wait for file, copy file, move file. Similarly here we can search the variables across this. Whatever is there in our workspace we can search inside our flow by using this particular search box. So after the search box, this is all about the panes. Now let me close this sub workflow. In the main there is a one more area. Let's take a set variable action. Here if we not passed the required parameters, click on save, there is a errors pane. Here in this error pane we have all the errors. It will show the errors like in this line number 1 subflow name main, in the action number 1 error parameter 2 can't be empty. Let's click on this, double click. See, error message parameter named 2 which can't be empty. Let's open this. See, the 2, it can't be empty. This is the same error that we have seen in the errors pane. So this is all about the quick view. Here we have the small feel about these applications of Power Automate Desktop, where the different actions and required things are there that we need in our daily day-to-day work of the development here. So if you find this video helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe for more related knowledgeable videos. Thank you.